Folks, I am so happy to say this, but we could very well be seeing the LR Vegito Blue EZA dropping on JP Dokkan in less than 2 weeks during the Tanabata celebration. And why am I saying this? Because of the data download that dropped last night on JP. Let's take a look at what is going on here. Big shout out to Proton for the data download information. Update 5.5.0, new promo movie, AGL Golden Frieza assets. Then we got the Vegeta EZAs, Tech Golden Frieza Sorbet EZA, and some events, and an update to King Vegeta's assets, by the way. Let's go. Let's actually take a look at that. What did they do down here? Let me see. We got Peton, we got all this cool stuff down here. And look, this is what they changed. They changed the sprite and the scripted events coloring. So I think it used to be just a gray suit. Now it's like a maroon suit, whatever. This kind of looks like Super Saiyan 4, by the way, but regardless, this is, you know, one of those things that they would do where they sort of work in assets for future celebrations or future content. This could very well be the next Super Strike event renewal that we receive, or perhaps, I don't know, maybe even a King Vegeta Dokkan Fest. I'm just kidding. But just want to point that out. Now let's talk about why is Vegito Blue possibly going to be receiving an EZA during this celebration? Well, you guys should know at this point, it has been confirmed, thanks to Dokkan, that the Tanabata celebration is confirmed to be Future Saga. Future Saga is going to be Tanabata celebration. Tanabata celebration is going to be a monumental one, especially considering that last year we got LR Gogeta. So this year it's going to be an LR of sorts. The question is, what is it going to be? With that celebration, whatever the LR summonable one might end up being, there needs to be other content to supplement the celebration. And if it's going to be Future Saga, we're probably going to be needing some EZAs, which is why it makes a lot of sense that this guy could be in the running for an EZA. But what makes this even more likely is the fact that Dokkan is trying to make a conscious effort to upgrade quest mode. That was one of the big focal points of their recent video where they discussed how quest mode is going to be upgraded. They sort of, I think they compared it to the Dragon Ball story event thing, where they basically pluck various story events that already exist and they put it through the gauntlet and they upgrade it and make it a whole lot better. They make the presentation a lot better. They make the amount, the drop rates and all that stuff better. They basically revamp the event and make it more streamlined and more enjoyable. In that same light, they're looking to improve quest mode because, as you all know, quest mode is just boring. Nobody cares about quest mode. It's just a vehicle to farm out gems, or farm out incredible gems, dragon stones, and link level. Other than that, nobody cares about it. You're not really paying attention to it. So they want to change that. They want to actually make it improved. That is why Vegito Blue now becomes a lot more relevant, because Vegito Blue is hard coded into quest mode. You cannot obtain this unit unless you run through quest mode. This unit's entire awakening cycle is dependent on a very important piece of metal right here. This one right here, the Patara earring metals. So big shout out to the Truth here for the image. What you're looking at is the incredible gem shop in the Baba shop. This has now been updated. They have replenished the stock for the Patara earring metals and the Clash medals. The Clash medals are not important for this conversation, but they are important for battlefield units. They're basically including a little bit more of these assets on the Baba shop or in the Incredible Gem shop, so you don't have to worry about these so much on the battlefield currency shop, because that is a very difficult situation for a lot of new players, trying to decide which units to buy and which ones to skip. Having to do that means having to use all of your battlefield memory on one particular thing. It's very annoying to have to then, you know, split a little bit of that for something as mundane as a Clash medal. So they're giving us more of it in the Incredible Gem shop, but more importantly, they're giving us 40 more Patara medals. And if we look in the Incredible Gem shop, you can already buy Patara medals 30 times. So with those 40 more that they're giving to us, that gives us a grand total of 70 total Patara medals that are obtainable simply from the Incredible Gem shop. In order to obtain this unit to the LR level, you're going to need a grand total of 100 of these medals. You need 70 from the TUR to the LR, and then you need 30 from the SSR to the TUR. So you need a grand total of 100. With these 40 more that are given to us, you are now able to obtain 70 total here, which means you only need to get 30 from the Supreme Kai Trials. This is something that if you're a new player, you should be working on this right now. Try to get this guy done as quickly as possible. But now that they're going to be giving us 40 more incredible gems, you only have to pick up 30 Patara earring medals from this entire mission set. This is a lot of fun, and quite honestly, this is what got me hooked into Dokkan. Working my way towards the end of the quest mode series and trying to get all of these missions done, because I have a very like RPG centric mentality where I want 100% everything. I wanted 100% all of these quests missions as I progressed through them steadily. Unfortunately, some of these I just could not do at the time, and if you're a new player, you might attest to this. You have to clear a stage with only physical type characters possessing the link Fierce Battle. If you spend a lot of money on the game early, that's not going to be a problem. But since I didn't do that, this was very difficult because Fierce Battle is basically a link meant for summonable units. And this was very difficult for me to do, so I had to skip this. So the good news is you can earn a grand total of 100 of these medals from here. And since you only need to get 30 of them, you can kind of pick and choose which ones you got to do to get the 30 medals needed to fully finish the 100 medal set. Once you do, this guy goes into an LR. And they're making this easy for players because of only one reason. They're giving this guy an EZA. They want this guy to be relevant. They want this guy to be accessible. They want this guy to be enjoyed by as many players as possible. So they are making this unit as easily obtainable as possible. This guy was for the longest time the best free-to-play unit in the game, has gradually dropped off with time, but has aged very well. With this EZA that eventually happens, this Vegito Blue will become the best free-to-play unit in the entire game once again. So if you have not been working on this guy, work on those links, unlock the unit, awaken the unit, do whatever you got to do to get this guy ready to go. In fact, even if you are already done with this, what you could do is then work on whatever copies you have left of these Patara earring medals, or perhaps if you have any copies of the base Vegito that you might have purchased from the Supreme Kai Stone Shop or the Incredible Gem Shop, you could in fact even work on a copy, an SA5 copy that you would ultimately infuse into the unit for a free super attack boost. Or better yet, you could even work on TUR or Dokkan Awakening the SSR copy of the extra Vegito and have a second copy of the unit at the TUR level. You could run Vegito and Vegito Blue on the same rotation. So that could be something that you do. In fact, that's something that I have done myself. I have a 79% TUR Vegito, STR Vegito TUR ready to go. So I am all set for whatever they throw at us during the Tanabata celebration. I really hope that JP gets an amazing celebration because that means only good things for global players as well. And I had to tell you guys because this is one of my favorite units in the entire game. I may be a Gogeta fanboy, but that does not mean that I dislike Vegito. I love Vegito, and this is a huge win for everybody. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about the idea of a potential EZA for this free-to-play LR Vegito Blue? If so, what do you think the EZA could look like? And are you fully prepared for that EZA? Are you going to be going for a free-to-play SA5 boost? Or are you instead going to be getting a TUR Vegito fully maxed out as well? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.